Hey, what's up, Chapel parents? It's Pastor Matt, and today I wanted to give you an update on everything that God has been doing in Chapel students over the past month. And over the following months, I'm going to continue to give you guys video updates so that you can be excited with us about what God is doing and so that you can celebrate all that God is doing here at Chapel students. First and foremost, we are super excited because over the past month, we've seen 13 salvations. 13 students say yes to saying, I want Jesus to be the Lord of my life for the rest of my life. And I want him to be the leader and guider of my life, and that's just amazing. Second, we launched a new series called United Front. United Front is this phrase that God dropped in my spirit, really coming out of summer camp. And he told me that if we could be students that are united in heart and mind, and he is on our side, that there's nothing that can stand against us. We're going to see more miracles. We're going to see more of God's movement. We're going to see people being more bold in their faith. And really we'll be an unstoppable force when we're united front. And so we had this message series come out of it. And I want to give you just a little picture, a little glimpse of what each message was about. The first message was this message called No More Scales. No More Scales was all geared around this idea of letting God take the scales off of our eyes so that we can have eyes of expectancy and faith, believing God for the impossible in our life. The second message that we did was this message called A Friend with Benefits. Now this was a little bit of a play on words, but it was all geared around relationship with the Holy Spirit. Here at Chapel Students, one of our foundational beliefs is we want students to be people who are led by the Holy Spirit, led by a relationship with this person named the Holy Spirit. And so this message was all about how, yes, of course, the Holy Spirit puts power into our life, heals people, and does all these amazing things. But first and foremost, he wants a relationship with you. He wants to be your friend, your comforter, and this divine encourager in your life. The third message was taught by Paul Cohen, and he talked about sharing the gospel. Another one of our core foundations here at Chapel Students is we want our students to be people who aren't afraid, but actually feel compelled to share the gospel with their friends and show people the love of God. And so that message is all about how to do that and why it's important to do that. And last week we did this message called Further, Stronger, Better Together. And it was all about this idea of being united. We talked about how do we make good friends and how do we be a good friend, because we believe it's vitally important to our life and the lives of those around us to have good friends, because here's the thing is that it's not if we fall, it's when we fall. And when we fall, we're going to start to reach around, and if there's not good relationships there to grab a hold of, it's not going to be a very good thing for our life. And so also this month we launched small groups. Super excited about this. We started out as just two. We started out with one large high school group and one large middle school group. And since then, this week we're going to be multiplying into 4 groups. And over the next couple of months, we'll continue to multiply as we can with the number of leaders that we have. This is a great opportunity for you guys as parents to jump on board even more with what Chapel Students is doing. I believe one of the best ways for you to be involved in the spiritual development of your student would be to think and pray about joining the Chapel Students team, maybe being a small group leader. You have so much to offer, and so if you're interested in that at all, I just ask that you would pray and then talk to me. Shoot me an email, and I'd love to talk about how we can get you more involved in your student's life and everything happening here at Chapel Students. And last but not least, we are super excited because this weekend we are making our weekend change. And if you don't know, our weekend change is that we're taking students into the auditorium and forming a student/family section. And this is all about getting students into a multi-generational worship experience on the weekends. We found a statistic that said that 50% of students who are not involved in a multi-generational worship experience on the weekends leave their faith after high school. And here's the thing is we want to set your students up for success. And so we believe this change is going to help with that. We also believe this change is going to help with students who are already in the auditorium but not yet connected to Chapel Students and not yet connected to good godly relationships in their life, and make it easier for them to get involved in that. And also help families to be able to sit together in service, learn together, talk about the message afterwards together, and even serve together on the weekends. And so we're so excited about those changes, so excited about the 13 salvations that have taken place this month, and so excited about all that God is doing. And as always, I just want to thank you for trusting us and believing in us with your student and allowing them to be with us on Tuesday nights. And we promise to do our very best to pour into them and lead them to be students who know and love Jesus, are led by the Spirit, share the gospel, and live on mission. And if there's anything you or your family could use me to pray about or have me in on the conversation, I'd love to be of service to you. And as always, love you guys.